Welcome to the He's Got Issues Independent Comics Edition number 137.3. I'm John Cooney here to preview new independent comics being released September 3rd, 2014, beginning alphabetically with Boom Studios and Big Trouble in Little China number 4. Jack Burton's journey is coming to an end. He faces his final challenge, the one that will free his friend Wang. But what he and Egg must do may be salvation for a friend, or doom us all. Next we have Clive Barker's Nightbreed number 4, A Monster Lies in Wait in Me. The faith that once kept the demon inside at bay is abandoned. Ashbury's quest for the end times will break the beast out in full form. In another time and another nightmare, Chocolat must rip her children free from the clutches of the Vatican. Though her children are made by Monster, they were born by Egg in the nest of priest clothing. A holy war for the ownership of her children must be waged. Next we have Cloaks number 1 of 4. In the Big Apple, a highly skilled street illusionist named Adam blows the minds of crowds with logic-defying acts, while surreptitiously using his artistry to steal from the corrupt Wall Street investment bankers and redistribute their ill-begotten wealth to those in need. He's a modern-day Robin Hood, but his travails garner the attention of the local authorities. While evading their pursuit, Adam is confronted by 3 suits and quickly ascertains that freedom has a cost. In order to maintain his liberty, he must join the clandestine Black Ops organization simply known as Cloaks. Next we have Garfield number 29. As everyone heads back to school, we've got a fun-filled issue of Garfield for you. First, Garfield and Odie go on a strange trip with their mailman. Then guest artist Maris Wicks joins us for a tale of Pookie being abducted by aliens. Grab a pumpkin spice latte and curl up this fall with more all-new Garfield. We've also got Lumberjanes number 5. Archery is a vital skill for any lumberjane. It teaches balance and precision, which these scouts are definitely going to need with the bear woman back. The lumberjanes are on a chase through the woods, and it might be time for some answers, as long as they don't lose anyone on the way. Next we have Robocop number 3. Killian has brought fear back to Detroit. Its people are mobbing the city to reclaim their guns. Robocop and Lewis are caught in the middle, and everyone has them in their targets. As Killian's secret plan goes into full effect, Lewis and Robocop must find a way to uphold a gun law that has brought the city to its knees. We've also got Steven Universe number 2. Steven is in the annual Beach City bike race, and he and Connie are deep into training mode, but everything gets a little crazy when the gems get involved, and Garnet, Amethyst, and Pearl's worry about Steven might do more harm than good. And we've got Woods number 5. Following last issue's harrowing revelations, we catch a glimpse of Bay Point Preparatory High School before the fateful events of October 16, 2013 in this new story arc. On opening night of the school's rendition of A Midsummer's Night Dream, the lives of the students and faculty cross paths in an almost premonitory way, seeding the various horrors to come. From Dark Horse Comics, we've got Angel and Faith Season 10, number 6. Faith's next mission for Deepskin is one she can't resist, tracking the missing Riley Finn in South America. The girl has got some residual guilt over that military demon hunter. Meanwhile, in London's Magic Town, Angel is confronted by yet another old frenemy. Next, we've got Concrete Park RESPECT number 1 of 5. A troubled young outcast from Earth awakens on a distant desert planet that's gripped by gang war. Will the exiles of Scare City destroy each other or create something surprising, beautiful, and new? Concrete Park returns with Volume 2's RESPECT arc, a sexy sci-fi saga by Tony Puryear and Erica Alexander. We've also got Ghost number 1, 1 for $1 edition. Ghost, the hero trapped between two worlds, fights to protect Chicago from extra-dimensional demons disguised as humans. When a familiar stranger destroys an L train, Ghost makes a deal with the devil for a chance to uncover her own mysterious past. The perfect issue to join this action-packed superhero title. Next we have Grendel Vs The Shadow number 1 of 3. Sparks fly and bullets blaze when the original Grendel, Hunter Rose, is transported to 1930s New York and faces off with the original Dark Knight Avenger, The Shadow. Two pulp noir icons go head-to-head in this 3-issue prestige format series written and drawn by legendary Grendel creator Matt Wagner. We've also got Jaybird hardcover. Disney meets Kafka in this beautiful, intense original tale. Jaybird is the story of a very small and very scared little bird who lives a lonely, isolated life in a great big house with his infirm mother. Curious but terrified of the world outside, he's never been outside the house, and he will never leave it if his mother has anything to say about it. Next we have Michael Avon Oeming's The Victories number 15. Faustus's journey comes to a close as he rises to ascension. Will his dark past be the end of humanity? The future of mankind is at stake. The conclusion of the Victories. We've also got Terminator, Enemy of My Enemy number 5 of 6. Deliberately walking into a trap to save the life of scientist Elise Fong, ex-CIA operative Farrell Green finds herself surrounded by metal monstrosities as she contends with not only the T-800 but a host of other robot enemies reverse-engineered by mercenaries. And we've got Usagi Yojimbo Senso number 2 of 6. The sudden crash landing of a rocket from the heavens has shattered the warring armies of Lord Noriyuki and Hijiki. His forces all but annihilated. Hijiki himself is taken, and when the ninja Chizu goes to investigate, she encounters bizarre beings constructing fearsome machines. Will the remaining samurai be enough to overcome the aliens' unbelievable destructive weaponry? From Dynamite Entertainment, we've got Alice Cooper number 1. The X-Files' Joe Harris takes on the Prince of Darkness, Alice Cooper, in his first ongoing comic series. Rock and roll legend Alice Cooper was never a stranger to the mystic and the macabre. His stage shows were the stuff of legends, featuring snakes and pyrotechnics and the invocation of dark themes and darker forces. But while he was a legend in the waking world, few knew of his role as the Lord of Nightmares beyond it, where he watched over us while we dreamed and delivered horrors into the deserving. Only someone took it all away from him, cast him out of his realm, and locked him away, until now. And if he's going to reclaim his dark throne, he's going to need all the help he can get. Next we have Blood Queen number 4. Rain and Blood continues as Elizabeth and Helena get a closer look at the power behind the throne, and as the king rides out to prevent a war, the battle may already be on its way to him. Plots and ambitions put everyone in danger, forcing John Hunter to reveal the lengths that he'll go for the crown. But what's more frightening? A good person that goes too far, or someone that has no limits? The tension builds as Dynamite's newest dark fantasy epic continues, from writer Troy Brownfield, artist Fritz Cassis, colors Christy Swan, and letterer Marshall Dillon. We've also got Chaos number 5 of 6, the secret origin of Purgatory revealed as the chosen kids make their way to the Clearview Mental Institution to confront Dr. Price, Chastity, and Evil Ernie before they can unleash a wave of mutilation. There's still time to pick up one of the most horrific comic books out there. Next we have Dejah of Mars number 4 of 4, final issue, Ruthless, Reckless, Remorseless. Dejah Thoris will shoot, hack, and smash her way to her abducted husband, half a step ahead of the Helium Royal Guard, but the Red Reaper may kill John Carter first, trying to exact the secret of his immortality. And if he can't do that, he's taking everyone on Barsoom with him by activating the giant red cannons buried deep around the planet. The death-filled conclusion of Mark Rayner's brutal meditation on life and death after the end of Isis. We've also got X-Con number 1. Dynamite is proud to present X-Con, the next book in a series of creator-driven comics with Creators Unleashed, featuring all new concepts and characters from the industry's best and brightest. This month we present X-Con, written by Dwayne Swerzinski. 1985, LA con artist Cody Pomeroy had a gift for looking inside a Mark's soul with just a glance. But one fateful night he targeted the wrong man and was sentenced to the most savage prison in California. Pomeroy would have been beaten to death on his first day if not for the intervention of Barnaby Creed, the most powerful crime lord in the Southland. 1989, now Pomeroy is out on parole, robbed of his special ability, and tasked with doing Creed a little favor. He has no idea he's just stepped into a long con, and this time, he's the mark. Next we have Jim Butcher's The Dresden Files War Cry number 4 of 5. A surprise ally has appeared, offering Harry and his beleaguered team salvation. Unfortunately, Baron Bravosa and his army of Red Court vampires have an ace up their collective sleeve, one that puts Dresden and company at even more severe disadvantage. With hours still left to go to sunrise, Harry will be forced to make a decision that could win them the battle, but lose the war. We've also got new Vampirella number 4. In a desperate attempt to fight Lady Umbra's growing control over her mind and body, Vampirella and her unlikely new ally, Lord Drago, take a jaunt to the Mediterranean. There, on the Greek island of Lamos, famous for its unspoiled beaches and friendly natives, they search for the most ancient species of vampire in the world, the dreaded Lamia of legend. But can Vampirella locate and slay the seductive half-serpent before her heart falls into shadow? Next we have Red Sonja, the Black Tower number 1 of 4. What is the Black Tower? What startling mysteries does it contain within its walls? And most shockingly, how will its very existence cause the death of Red Sonja? Join fan favorite writer Frank Thierry and artist extraordinaire Cesar Rezic and captivating cover artist Amanda Connor as they tell a decade-spanning mind-blowing tale that could spell the end of our favorite she-devil with a sword. We've also got Turok Dinosaur Hunter number 7. Turok, the mighty dinosaur hunter, finally discovers the great mound city of his cursed parents, where he's welcomed with open arms and offered protection from the savage lizards hiding in the forests. But when the flying Mongols of Genghis Khan come to offer a partnership, which side will Turok choose? Don't miss this amazing chapter by superstar Greg Pak and Takeshi Miyazawa. And we've got Twilight Zone number 8. Diana Westby has tried to avoid doing what she knows is necessary to stop a terrorist attack because she knows that in so doing, she would have to pay the ultimate price. Where do you turn when there's no one you can trust and no one who will believe you, and millions of lives are on the line, including yours? In the fiery fourth arc conclusion of the second Twilight Zone arc, Diana makes a decision that will change the future of the world forever. From IDW Publishing, we've got Angry Birds Comics number 4. In this issue, the Angry Birds go undercover behind enemy lines. Can they rescue their precious eggs from Piggy Training Camp? Find out as Eisner Award winner Paul Tobin delivers more bird-filled fun in this fourth installment featuring 3 egg-sighting stories. Next, we have Indestructible number 8. Best impersonation of a superhero goes to... Greg and Barry attend the People's Choice Awards with all of Hollywood's best, brightest, and most Botoxed. But it's the sadistic tar whose star shines the brightest, using the event to target as many high-profile superheroes as possible. We've also got Mars Attacks Firstborn number 4 of 4. The Martians have come to claim their own and won't let any humans stand in the way. It's live free or die time as Rael and Keith conclude their alien adventure. Next, we have My Little Pony Friendship is Magic number 23, a special one-shot issue featuring the pony's pets. When some new trouble comes into Ponyville, all of our normal heroes are incapacitated. Luckily, help is on its way in the form of Angel, Owlicious, Gummy, Tank, Winona, and Opal. Will they be able to use teamwork to save the day? We've also got Rogue Trooper Classics number 5 of 12, Clone War, New Earth, a planet ravaged by war, its atmosphere poisoned by chemical weapons. In this battle-scarred landscape, the Nords and Southers fight where only the genetic infantrymen can survive unaided. Rogue is one such soldier, and these are his tales, all in color for the first time. In this issue, Rogue must survive the petrified forest. Next, we have Silent Hill Downpour and Story number 1 of 4. IDW returns to Konami's horror masterpiece. In the 2012 hit video game Silent Hill Downpour, players were introduced to Anne-Marie Cunningham, the enigmatic prison officer bent on bloody revenge against the game's main protagonist, Murphy Pendleton. Now at last fans can learn what horrors Anne faced during her fateful journey through Silent Hill's fog-shrouded streets, and what led her to the terrifyingly cursed town in the first place. Written by Tom Waltz with artwork by Tristan Jones. We've also got Squitter number 3 of 4. The Squitter lies broken and battered as the true enemy finally shows its face. Can it be killed when a world war couldn't stop it before? New allies are found and weapons forged. Battle lines are drawn and loyalties tested as the Squitter deals with his past, his old demons, and a small group of squiddy rebels who think they actually stand a chance. Also, finally, tentacles. Lots of them. Plus, interesting places to put swords. And we've got Star Mage number 6 of 6. J.C. De La Torre's thrilling first series of Star Mage comes to a close as all roads lead to the Planet of Sorrows. The quartet battle for their lives in a final showdown with Erasmus and Bella too. Can Darian save his family and friends? Franco Cepita's vivid visuals spellbound in this magical finale. From Image Comics, we've got Elephant Men number 59. Hip Flask learns that no one is safe now. Next, we have God Hates Astronauts number 1. Ryan Brown's farcical cult sensation returns with a new story perfect for new readers. A NASA-funded group of arrogant super people must stop a rash of farmers that have been using rocket-powered silos to launch themselves into outer space. As these astro farmers fire themselves all over the galaxy, NASA must utilize their every resource, a guy with a ghost cow head, a bunch of magic beans, and a Chicago cop with robot arms, to avoid an intergalactic incident. We've also got Hack/Son of Samain number 3. Cassie enlists the help of an old friend to uncover the secrets of October's origins. Meanwhile, with God Beast at his side, Morinto musters an army of monsters to wage war on mankind. Next, we have Madame Frankenstein number 5 of 7. It's time for the Monster Society debut. Vincent dresses Gail in her best party frock and takes her to a bash at his old fraternity house. This may be a fatal mistake, however, as his worst enemy sees a woman from his past in the creature's face. We've also got Nailbiter number 5. One of the horrible secrets of Buckaroo has been revealed. Finch and Crane are hot on the heels of a serial killer loose in Buckaroo, but Finch has finally found what he was looking for, and it's worse than he feared. Next, we have Night World number 2 of 4. Hidden Tombs, Troubled Dreams, and Big Budget Hellscape set the stage for tragic demon Pelilunio's fight for redemption against the Empire and its agent's hotspot in Helena. But surprise, alliances may form and new perils surface. The super horror quest continues as the widescreen crazy amps up. We've also got Sidekick number 8. After years of doubt and guilt, Barry Chase finally has a mission: to kill the Red Cal in retribution for the betrayal of a lifetime. But first he has to find the Cal, and that won't be easy. So when he turns to Melody, the Cal's assistant, who he suspects may have been in on the whole thing, how far will he go to force her to tell him what she knows, and what price is she prepared to pay to withhold the information? Next we have Southern Bastards number 4, the explosive ending to our first arc. Earl Tubb and his big stick finally come face to face with Coach Boss. This will not be pretty. We've also got Tech Jacket number 3. The champion of the Colossus emerges to challenge Tech Jacket, while the President of the United States, you-know-who, receives counsel from a strange advisor. And we've got The Walking Dead Volume 10 hardcover trade. Rick's treaty with Negan and the Saviors is pushed to the limit as both sides march towards all-out war. Collects The Walking Dead number 109 to 120. And from Valiant Entertainment, we've got The Death-Defying Dr. Mirage number 1 of 5. Death was just the beginning. Dr. Mirage talks to the dead, but the only spirit Shan Fong can't find is that of her late husband, Huen. Instead, America's favorite semi-retired paranormal investigator is haunted and raw, using her gift to resolve homicides and bring peace to the recently bereaved. But when a big-time occultist with a classified military past hires her for a special job, Shan discovers a lead that might close the greatest mystery she's ever tackled: how to get Huen back. Now Dr. Mirage must enter the undiscovered country and cross all the realms of the underworld if she has any hope of rescuing the man she loves, or be forever lost beyond the earthly plane. Okay, so that's a look at some of the top independent publishers this week, but there's still plenty of other books out as well, so be sure to check out my YouTube channel at he'sgotissues.com to see both the Marvel and DC videos for this week, as well as my usual roundup of all my favorites for the week, with a little more depth and insight than you get here. And if you like these videos, be sure to let me know by leaving a comment and subscribing. You can also follow He's Got Issues on Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, and Tumblr to see everything I'm reading as I read it. So until next week, I'm John Cooney, and I've got issues.